Welcome to the JLash, where the debates are loud, the takes are hot, and the sports world never sleeps. I am your host, Lasher, here to bring you the latest sports news in the NFL playoffs. So, today is only going to be solely focused on the NFL playoffs, what's going to happen in the first round, wild card, and what's going to happen in the future. And so I'm going to do a little bit of bracket talk and everything like that. Let's get moving. All right, now I'm going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles since it's my team first, playing the San Francisco 49ers, who are a very injury-ridden team, in my opinion. Brock Purdy, the quarterback, has 2,167 passing yards, which is pretty good, but really not as good as Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts is the absolute king of postseasons. So, really, I have to say, I hope to God that we win. But really, if we lose, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm still going to be upset about it, but, if we lose, I'm going to be like, whatever. We really kind of lack the offense and defense that we were really supposed to have this season as opposed to last season. So, really, we kind of lacked that. But I think that's all because of Kevin Patullo, in my opinion. But really, I think that if we fire him, because Kellen Moore actually, I'm pretty sure he got fired from New Orleans. So I would love for them to bring him back, in my opinion. But really, do you think that's possible? I think that would be the correct approach to things, but I just don't think it's possible, because we still have to kind of really we still have to milk out Kevin Patullo a little bit longer. So if that means keeping him a little bit longer, and I don't think we're gonna tank, because I don't think I feel like we're kind of getting there, though, because not all our players are getting older, but since we lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Hassan Reddick, all those people, I feel like we could tank, in my opinion. But really, I think that we would be okay. So let's get back to the matchup. Jalen Hurts has 3,224 passing yards, and the Eagles are playing at home at Lincoln Financial Field, which is possibly one of the hardest, if not the hardest, in NFL stadiums to play in, because the fans are loud and they are rowdy as absolute heck. So really, I'm not really concerned about all that. I think since the 49ers are injury ridden and the Eagles are kind of lacking defensively, or offensively, but look, I think since they haven't been playing good on offense, I think this is going to be a very close game. Score predictions, that's a hard one. Let's see. I think it would probably be 20 to 20 to 15 or something like that. It's not going to be a blowout whatsoever. I would be shocked if it was a blowout, actually. But really, I think that I don't think it's going to be a blowout. But really, I think the Eagles are going to win, and I think that one of the refs is in their favor for this game. So one of the officials are definitely in the Eagles' favor. So that could help us out. But really, I think since they're at home, since they have their home fans, and since they have all support that they need, I think that they are going to win, in my opinion. So really, I think that they're going to win. But let's really talk about the game of possibly the wild card. Green Bay and Chicago, that game ended in a thriller. Green Bay, I thought, was going to win it. They were up, I think, 18. They were up 18 points. And for his number 17, I would have been shocked if they would have made it past the first round. Really. That would have been incredible. So that's got to be number one game of the wild card. But really, the come from behind from the Bears shows that the Bears completely have potential. Which if we win, I totally think that I don't know if we're going to make it, because we would have to play away, which sucks, because then if Green Bay won, they would have had to come to us. So sucks that the Chicago Bears have won it. It's unfortunate, but I guess it's whatever. Jordan Love just didn't have enough to get it done. 323 passing yards. I think that's pretty incredible. I think the kid still has some potential to play, but really overall, I think that the energy's. I think the energy's still high in Green Bay. You just gotta. They just gotta keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. So yeah, really, that's all. That's all you have to worry about. But geez, that was an incredible game. Like really, that was really incredible. But otherwise, yeah, it was pretty good. So I think that they have some potential in the future. So now let's move on to the Texans and Steelers, who are playing tomorrow at 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. Steelers, this is one of their first times in the playoffs from what I saw in a little bit. But I do think they have some potential, though. So I'm definitely not saying that they don't, but they do. Houston definitely played really, really well. They are a very good team. I think that they are a very strong team. I'd say the same thing about Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers has been doing really well. I think that he is definitely a very proficient quarterback, in my opinion. And I'm saying that as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Like, he's a very good quarterback, but he's definitely getting up there in age. They just have to find a new quarterback, in my opinion. But they really shouldn't have a big problem trying to find a new quarterback. But yeah, really, I think that I totally think that we would be pretty good. So they're playing in Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. Who do you guys think is going to win? Honestly, I totally think that the Steelers are going to win since they have home field advantage on this one. But really, I think that the Texans also have it. You just kind of have to wait to see. You know what I mean? But really, I think that these are very good matchups for a wild card, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it for the first half, and we're going to talk about Rams versus Panthers, Bills versus Jaguars, and look at the NFL bracket a little bit more in detail after the JLash Show weather report coming next. Welcome to the JLash Weather Center. I'm your chief meteorologist, Jackson Lasher, and it is going to be a very, very nice week, in my opinion. It's definitely going to be warming up a little bit, so I'm looking forward to that, actually. But it's overall looking like a very nice week overall. Towards the middle and end of this week, we do look like we're having some wintry mix coming through here, this region. But today, overall should be good, but a cold front is moving through central Pennsylvania as we speak, which might disrupt tailgates for the Philadelphia Eagles games. So, yeah, overall, it should be very good weather for the Philadelphia Eagles. It should be in like the low 40s for kickoff and then high 30s in the fourth quarter. So that there's always wind in South Philadelphia, so it's definitely a complete potential that that it's going to get pretty cold down there. But yeah, overall, very good. Not much for our Winter Storm HQ. Not much going on at this point, but there will definitely be more to come. So now, let's move on to the weather of the week coming now. Now for the JLash weather week, today is going to be sunny, Monday is going to be sunny, Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy, Wednesday is going to be a chance of wintry mix, 40% chance of wintry mix, Thursday is going to be wintry mix with a 75% chance of wintry mix, Friday is going to be wintry mix with a 85% chance of wintry mix. Then Saturday is going to be partly cloudy. Sunday is going to be wintry mix with a 30% chance. And Monday is going to be sunny. And Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy. So overall, should be a very good week. Now back to the JLash Show. Welcome back from the JLash Weather Report. I hope you liked it. So now let's move on to the second part, which is the LA Rams versus the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers got eliminated, only by 3 points though. But overall, I think that they played really well, in my opinion. So yeah, looks like Buffalo and Jacksonville are playing though. So yeah, but the LA Rams, of course, our 12-5 move on to the divisional round in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford threw 304 passing yards, which is amazing. So he did very good. Overall, very solid effort by the LA Rams, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do further into the playoffs. Hopefully, we don't come across them because I do not like them at all. So I guess we'll see what happens. But overall, very solid effort by both teams in general. Carolina finally made it to the playoffs, so I think that they will have better endeavors in the future. Hopefully, I hope so because both teams do really well. So yeah, now let's move on to the Buffalo Bills. Of course, they are playing right now. As of right now, there's 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Jacksonville currently has possession of the ball. So really, what I'm looking at in this game is some very good offense by Buffalo. Jacksonville, they had some very solid effort this season. Went 13-4, went 7-2 from home. Very solid effort, but they were able to get the job done and in the playoffs. So that's very good for them, in my opinion. But really, what I'm looking for is some solid effort by both teams. I don't think it's really going to be a close game because I think that Buffalo has a very good defensive game as well. But Jacksonville, of course, they have done really well. But overall, I guess we'll have to see what happens. But really, nothing much. Now, let's move on to the playoff bracket as of right now. As of right now, it looks like Broncos have the bye. Seahawks have the bye. So whoever I think is the winner of the Steelers and Texans game is going to play Denver. So it could be Steelers versus Broncos, or it could be Texans versus Broncos. But really, I want to see who's winning this game. And whoever is going to win against the Jaguars and Bills is going to move on to the divisional round. And whoever is going to win against the Patriots and Chargers will play said teams. So, yeah, overall, very good for the AFC. NFC, it looks like whoever wins against the it looks like the Rams are going to play Seattle. I think so. But it looks like but it looks like whoever wins, the 49ers or the Eagles, are going to play the Bears next week, which is going to be a little bit hard for us, in my opinion. But we should be pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. And that's pretty much about it for the JLash Show. Follow my social media platforms. JLash Show, of course. Just type it in YouTube. Of course, you're watching this on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok. You might see clips on TikTok and everything like that. But now... and you just gotta follow social media platforms. JLashShow at JLashShow@gmail.com is my business email. Jackson@JLashShow.com is me. That's my email. So that's pretty much about it. Let's go Birds. Go Birds. See you on the next one.